Hey everyone. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Festa della Donna recap tonight. So super glad that you're here. If you see me looking down, that's because I'm checking my Facebook messages, trying to see if our guest speakers are ready. And so I just, as you're coming in tonight, go ahead and type in your name, where you're from, and then how did you seize your day today? Remember, we always start with how did you seize your name today? And listen, so we could see your name. Go ahead and give StreamYard permission to just post your name in the chat. It's privacy, and we just want to see who you are in StreamYard, so we would not see it as Facebook user, although Facebook also has your name. Hey Michelle, how are you? How are you? How are you? So go ahead, Michelle, tell us where you're from. Hey Felicia, where you guys are from. How did you seize your day today? Right. And I am super excited. I'm looking down because I'm trying to get all my get everybody on, because tonight we're super excited um about we're super excited about our information we're going to share tonight. Of course, we're going to recap on Festa della Donna and how everything went. I'm sorry, y'all. And how everything went. And I have to tell you, it was a phenomenal weekend. So if you were there, Facebook user says hi from Philadelphia. Tell us who you are. And go ahead. Hi, my beautiful husband says hi from Delaware. Go ahead, y'all. Tell us if you were at the soiree this weekend. Tell us, what did you get from the soiree this weekend? Okay, just real quick, type it in chat. Type it in chat. Remember, this is always a dialogue. It's never a monologue. We want to hear what you're doing. We want to hear what did you get, and of course, we're going to share some things with you. We had a great weekend. Terry, hey Terry, hey Tony. So I'm going to be going. Hey Margot, jumping on. Here we are. Our guest speakers are coming in. Hi to y'all. We're going to go real fast tonight, y'all. As Pastor Cindy says, my friend, we're going to hit it and quit it. Right? We're not going to be on there too long with you tonight. So let's see. Terry says, I am destined to succeed and have multiple businesses. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Right, right. And let's see. Michelle from Delaware, I shared what happened this weekend with friends and family. Awesome. Ashley in from Brooklyn. So we've got Brooklyn in the house. We've got Delaware. We've got Philly in the house. Where else are you coming in from? Right? And while you guys are writing in what you got from the soiree this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and bring our very special guest speakers in. Right? Hey Danielle, hey, hey, hey. They were there at the soiree. I'm gonna recap the entire soiree, but I'm not gonna do it all tonight. I'm gonna do it, we're gonna kind of go backwards. I want to start with Saturday, because Saturday had some powerful information. Every day really had some powerful information. And it was a buildup. It was a buildup, y'all. But I don't want to waste time. I want to make sure that you get all of the information that you need. So I am going to talk about the self-care there, our VIP there. I'm going to talk about Friday night. And this is what I want to say as I bring our guests in. I'm going to add them to the stream. Yay. Adding them to the stream. And so what? Make sure that y'all can see them really good. Can you guys see them really good? And then when they speak, I'm gonna bring them on full view. We
Okay,
had a
great.
great time with wonderful information. Right? Wonderful information. And it was powerful. Jay Gray from Georgia. Yes, come on in. Come on in. Hope Forever McKinnon. Come on in, y'all. I'm so excited. Hey, Octavia from New York. We had people, by the way, coming in from Wisconsin this weekend, and Kansas, Philly, New York, and a couple other states. I can't remember off the top of my head. And it was just great. We learned about Chronos and Kairos time. And Kairos is when, this is the opportune time. Kairos is, this is the season. This is the time to where you just don't wait for something to happen. When you see an opportunity, you step into it. You step into it. And many times we talk about timing, and Kairos time is right now, where the opportunity of a lifetime is only available during the lifetime of the opportunity. It's just not always going to be there. And
I
so
agree.
when you get it, you got to jump on it. You got to take advantage of it. Is that right? Is that right? And
Yes.
so we had our self-care day. We talked about the importance of self-care, not just getting our nails and our massages. No, we went deep on a cellular level because we want to talk about self-care that really makes a change in your life. And when change happens on the inside, you begin to see it on the outside. Am I right? You begin to see it on the outside. So many times we want to dress the outside up when the inside is still so messed up, right? This is
Mhm.
change from the inside out. So we talked about that. And then on Friday, we came in again and we talked about it cost. It costs to invest in yourself, it costs to make the change. If you want to be a phenomenal business person, that's right, y'all. On Facebook, heart it up, heart it up. If you understand what I'm saying, heart it up. Let me know that you are out there. Let me know that you hear me. If you say this is me, then say, oh yeah, that's me. Because let me tell you, I know we're not alone. I know some people are experiencing. If you want to say amen, say amen. Say hashtag amen. Whatever it is you gotta say, right? That's what I want you to say. But listen, so we talked about the cost. Many times we want to be an entrepreneur. We want to live a better life. We want to start a business. We want to do something. Terry says that's me. But we fail to realize that it costs. It actually costs. It actually costs. So tonight, Friday night, we talked about the cost, and then we talked about the Kairos time again, and then we came back on Saturday, and I'm going to go into detail in more of the evening, but tonight I want to talk about Saturday, right? Because on Saturday we began to go just a little bit deeper on start your business right. So if you're interested in starting your business, scaling your business, growing your business, or growing your business, scaling your business, we talked about that. And we talked about the cost that it would take. And listen, one of the things I've been teaching all the time in my possibility journey, in my executive coaching, any of my programs, is that when you want to create lasting change, it requires massive action.
That's
You
right.
got to get moving ASAP. You can't wait and say, well, I'm going to think about it. I'm going this. No, 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 no. Because the lifetime of the opportunity is only available or the opportunity of a lifetime is only available during the lifetime of the opportunity. Listen, I thought about this analogy just this evening when I was talking to someone. When you come to church, those of you who go to church, I know some may not, some do online, but this is it. When you go to church, and you say, God, I want you in my life. Jesus, I accept you in my life. After you leave, you got to get in massive action, or you're going to return to exactly where you were before you came in the first place. You got to get busy. You got to begin doing some work. You got to begin doing some inner work. You get busy in the ministry and wherever your church edifice or whatever it is. You got to get busy. This is the same, but when you want to create lasting change in any area of your life, you got to get busy. So, lasting change begins with realizing it's changing your mindset, it's changing your thoughts, and
Yes.
saying it requires me to be in massive action. Faith without works is
Is
dead.
dead.
It's just
Absolutely.
flat out dead. It's just dead, y'all. No matter how you put it, it's just dead. And it requires you to take action, and not just a little action, depending on what you want, right? How much change do you want? Where do you want to go? This is the action that you have to take, and it takes discipline and it takes sacrifices. Let me tell you that right now. So tonight, I want to bring on Cynthia Allen. Cindy is Cynthia Allen Network. Did I get that right?
Yep, you got it right. Cindy Allen Network. We're the CAN Network.
But we're the CAN Network. Cindy is phenomenal. She's also a pastor in Philadelphia. And I just absolutely love her. If you guys were there on Saturday, you heard Cindy talk, and then you heard Deborah, which is her ride and live, ride and die, ride and
Yes.
live,
And
yeah,
live. Yes.
right? Her
Ride and
ride
live.
and live. It's her ride
That's
and
right.
live. Where you see Cindy, you see Deborah. You see Deborah, you see Cindy. And was talking to someone, I said, let me tell you something. These are some bad ladies. And what I love about them is that they love God and they're about business. And
Amen.
Cindy is the visionary. She,
Amen.
she knows how to get it done. And Deborah goes into the details of what you need to do. And so you got to be ready
That's
to
right.
work it. You
Yes.
got to be ready. You have to be ready. And so tonight, just bridging in from Saturday, we're going to give you just a little bit more. information. We just gonna go a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna let y'all take it away. Cindy and Deborah, come
Good
on, you. Let's clap it up for them.
Hello.
Greet them in the chat. Greet them. Say hello. Ask questions if you need to. I'll read it, and I'm gonna bring them on.
good
Go ahead,
evening.
Cindy. Are you on?
Good evening, everybody. We are so glad to join you all. We are so excited. It is so funny that we had such a great time with you all on Saturday. I was
Yay.
so sorry I couldn't stay to eat. I was so sorry I couldn't stay to finish
Right.
enjoying my day with you guys. But
Yes.
we had such a great time with you guys on Saturday, and
Yes,
it
we
was
did.
amazing. It was amazing. And so we promised we had such a great response. I've been in my email
Mhm.
all day long, woke
Mhm.
up to my email, and I realized that all of you all responded to our text prompt and the word business, and you got all of our information on. So we're excited to be a part of Esther and her program and everything that she's doing. One thing we believe in the CAN network is we're better together, and together we
Absolutely.
make everything work. We are the body
Absolutely.
of Christ. We're sisters together. And the best thing, it's a lie that went out about Black people that we don't work together. And we're the
Yes,
number
we do.
one, but the devil is a liar.
The
We work
devil is a liar.
we're building each other. We're making sure that each other get where we need to get. So we are here tonight to share with you a little bit about getting started. When we did the census and we read the room, we have another co-partner with us that makes sure that even though we're doing all that we're doing, we look good while we're doing it. And that's
Yes.
this. She was with us on Saturday.
Candace.
She made sure all the other logistics is in the building and make sure that we look good and make sure that our hair and makeup is on. She's going to tell me, I know tonight that why didn't you bring a lighting behind you, because my lighting is dark, but Deborah, I don't have the technical girls in my house with me tonight, but
No.
I'm so happy that we were able to respond to you guys. And I was so proud of the massive action so many of you all took. So my
Amen.
email was full. We're going to be able to get back to you. But what Pastor Esther and I, we promised you that we would give you, we want to give you a little bit of that tonight. So we have so many women, and I don't know, we didn't do the autoresponder, but I will make sure that we do the autoresponder to you guys, welcoming you, thanking you for connecting with us, and make sure that we link you back with Pastor Esther, because as I was very honest with you, this is her area. So she goes into the
Yes.
cellular and she does all the things to tell you why you won't do it and the obstacles and the things that you need to get over.
Yes.
I'm not going to do that. Okay.
Yes.
When you get to me, you've already done with Pastor Esther. She's going to rub you down. She's going to let you cry. Listen, I love her because I was very broken when I first came to her.
Yes.
A friend of mine, Obiama, one of the women in my ministry, one of my sisters, Obiama, had brought me there. We had just lost our church mother, who had just been like my mom. She had been just no different than as if she birthed me. And we lost her, and we were so broken. I think it had just happened maybe 2 months prior to that. We were so broken, and just was missing her and didn't know how we were going to make it, how we we're going to move on. We didn't expect her to pass. We knew she had bouts with sickness before, but the Lord had always brought her out. So to lose her was devastating to us. And I'm telling you, we were able to go to Pastor S's retreat. If you've never been to one, you
must go. You must
go to one of her retreats.
Must.
And we were able to be healed and made whole on a cellular level.
Yes.
And even all that I've gone through in the last 2 years with my husband having cancer and recovering from it, all of that, Pastor Esther was always in my ear to say, hey, are you all right?
Yes.
Because we have to make sure of that. And though that's one of the reasons why I came to support her, because I love the fact that she loves you enough to say, how are you really? And so we can't get business done and all those things until we check the inside of us. And that's one of the beautiful things that she represents, and she does well. Then she has put all of the rest of us in our wonderful network to say, hey, women, once you're getting up and you're getting on your feet and all of those things, you need to know how to start it right. And so that's what Deborah and I come alongside Pastor Esther to do, to bring our program to say, hey, we're here to help you in any capacity we do. If you need to know how to start your business, you need all of the crux of it, what business structure you need, whether your EIN and the power of it, your DUNS number, business credit, people are still making me laugh when I get an email that says, Shirley Jones at hotmail.com. Business people, we have to know the right emails. You got to know the right
Yes.
phone numbers. You have to know why that matters. And so we don't just educate you when we don't just give you those details. We educate you on the value of what those things mean and how to use them to profit for the best in business. Deborah is that is my sister, my business, our CFO of the CAN network, and she works so wonderfully hand in hand. She's always finding new programs and all this kind of stuff. And it was really funny because every process of what we've gone through in the last 2 years, we just were like inhaling and exhaling. And everybody's been like, when are y'all coming back? When are y'all going to start? When are y'all going to do some stuff? When are y'all? And we were trying to get there. But we had so much on our plate, but we're back. We're back in full effect now. We're getting stronger every day, and we're coming back with the network. And so Deborah she's an enrolled agent with the IRS, and she's our tax specialist, and she does wonderful in our helping us. So many of our clients get funding. We were able to fund well over $1 million last year, helping people get in business to get people started. We did a wonderful job. And so Deborah is going to talk a little bit about your business structure, why you need the proper business structure, and how you take advantage of that. We're going to take a few Q&As, and then we'll be sharing you to connect with Pastor Esther. She'll probably have us on because we promise about 25, 30 women. I heard from 40 something, almost 50 women inboxed me. And so we heard from these women who are interested in connecting and going further. But Deborah's going to give you a little bit of why we talk about starting it right and the value and importance of that, because it's really going to set the foundation of the structure. You can't build anything unless you build it right. And what we found out is we keep getting phone calls. So I get phone calls all the time, and so does Deborah. Should I do it? Should I do it? Everybody thinks you're supposed to do an LLC. Should I do an LLC? I want to be able to get my money out of my sole prop. I want to start a nonprofit. So we've kind of put this together. We found in our community, it was a great need. A lot of people wanted it, and a lot of people needed it because they didn't know the value of it, how to even do a business structure, the value of it, and what to do to get it started. So Deb, talk to them a little bit about our business structure. Introduce yourself.
Right.
And then
hi, everybody. I'm Deborah Hodges in Philadelphia.
And you look pretty. You look fantastic tonight. Love the hair.
Thank
It
you. Rochelle Russell, who is also came November. She's the one that she says, "Oh, you're getting professional photos tomorrow." I have an idea. How do you like my idea?
We love the idea.
This is her idea, and this is her tonight. She was like, "I'll even come tomorrow morning. See, this is what sisterhood is about. I'll even come to your house tomorrow morning to make sure that you're looking really good for your photos."
Well, you look beautiful. You look absolutely. I'm loving it.
Thank you. And I don't even have the makeup on yet. I don't even have the foundation or anything. But anyway.
It's a natural beauty.
I'm so excited. I'm excited not only for Pastor Esther and Pastor Cindy, but my sister took me on that trip, that retreat. And God knows we went twice in the same year. We went twice in the same year. And
listen, spoiler alert, tell them spoiler alert. We're going to have Pastor Esther come to Philadelphia. Facilitate in a suburban mansion somewhere. We're planning it for 2023. Absolutely. I promise you, women, you have never experienced a retreat until you've experienced one from her. She's absolutely phenomenal. And she creates a safe space. And you think people talk about safe. You've not had a safe space till you've had one created by Pastor Esther where you can really let your hair down. Go ahead, Deb.
Absolutely. No, and you must get clear. Had I not gotten clear, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. God knew what everybody needed to be in my life at the time of my life. But really quick about structure. Let me just say this. I found, due to my business is really tax resolution. I fix tax problems. And most of the people that came to me with the tax problems were going on audits because they had LLCs that did not go on their personal tax return, which is supposed to be, and they didn't have a clue. And so they wound up audited. I'm like, God, our people are being audited because they were told, get an LLC, but nobody told them what it meant. And so one of the things that I wanted to do is educate you. Yes, LLC is pretty good. It's a limited liability company. It's not a corporation. It's not a limited liability corp. It's a limited liability company. There was a reason why it was created. It was created for real estate, so that each piece of real estate that you had as an investor is protected by itself, so nobody who would have fall or have or come sue you can take all of your property.
And
So
what we're finding out is people are doing it for everything. They were doing it, any business you were opening up, people were doing
everything.
LLC. And it's not necessary. It is not your necessarily the business structure you need to be able to
Right.
that's foundation for your business.
Some of you can even be a sole proprietor. And people say, no. Well, both of them are sole proprietor and LLC are both on your personal tax return. So you need to know what the differences are.
Yep. And we found that a lot of people need to be can be a nonprofit.
Absolutely, yes.
Taking advantage of being a nonprofit. And being a nonprofit, the difference between a nonprofit and the nonprofit status with the 501c3. And what does that mean? So we found that it's just not the nonprofit, that there's a nonprofit in the nonprofit 501c3. And what those structures mean, a tax exempt, and how you can take advantage of that in your business for your purpose of. It's not about how much money you make. Everybody gets on that.
Get it.
Say it. Oh, we get you to 6 figures, all the way up.
Can you keep any of the 6 figures?
It's all about what you keep. If you make $999,000, you was at the peak of $1 million, and you only kept $998,000, and you made $1. It was no profit to you. So we want to be able to teach you, and Deborah can finish up telling you that's the big key. It's not just so much you make, but how much do we get the chance to keep? And so we even will go over into talking to you and even sharing some things about a trust, how we as a people really need to understand the value of keeping and protecting your money. How to put it in a proper insurance places to keep and structure and make your money work for you. Go ahead, Deb.
Okay. And yes, and as far as she was saying, as far as the nonprofit, I've had clients that we went on an audit, and based off the audit, I changed them, their whole entire structure from for-profit to nonprofit. And they were like, how? Well, doesn't mean that you don't make a profit. It just means you're not paying taxes on the profit.
That's right.
And the way that she was doing things, she was doing more of a nonprofit than ever before. And she had herself on payroll. And guess what? All the tax problems was going away. And as we presented to the state, because she had it from IRS, the state, and the city, they was like, oh, okay. Because going forward, there was no problem. So we were just wiping away going back.
Hey, Deb, how about when they said I owed them? The government said I owed them, what was it, 100,000? I owed them some money.
It was close to 100,000. It was a lot.
Yeah, they were saying I owed them some money. I was like, the devil is a liar. I made that much money. I owed y'all what? Honey, when Deborah got finished with them people, they owed me $11,000.
She got a refund back because they're just sending you a letter, and the letter is saying, based off of the information we have, this. Most of you people are like, let me pay it. No, take a look at the return. There's probably a miscommunication somewhere. Some people I'm looking and it was on the tax return.
Right. And one of the things we found out was because your business structure is not set up. That's number one. So what do we mean by your business structure? Whether you're sole prop, whether you are LLC, whether you choose to be a C Corp, whether you choose to be an S Corp, whether you choose to be a nonprofit, whether you choose to be a nonprofit 501c, whether you choose to open your business and you have another company own your company, whether you choose to do it a trust, you've got to know what business structure. You've got to know how to put your name, whether you have, your fictitious name. You've got to know all the structures of how it's not hard. I promise you.
And know how it affects your tax return.
Know how, because that's what this business structure really was developed for, how to keep your money in place. The value of your EIN. What is your EIN? Yes. You got a social security number? You have an EIN? That's what your EIN is. How to get it, where to get it. We're going to give you all of it. There's some of this that's easy to do. And people say, we had a little slide that says, oh, I can get that off the internet. And we say, and you get that off the internet, but you still don't know how to use it. You don't know the value of it because they're not giving you all of that. What's the proper thing of your DUNS number? Why do you need that?
Mm-hmm.
We don't build business off our money. We build it off of other people's money. So you could have a horrible personal credit. You could be down in the 545. You could be down in the 412. I think somebody one time told me that. I said, "What's your credit score?" They told me it was at a 4. I'm at a 4. So I was like, a 4, or it was at a 3 something. I was like, I didn't even know it went that low. They had me laughing because I will laugh with you, but I'm gonna help you get back up. And so even down to understanding that you need to build that DUNS number up so that you can get that Paydex number up to 80, so that you can have horrible personal credit, and we can show you how to build your business credit so that you can get lines of credit, you can get credit cards, all in your business. Remember one, I'm gonna give you a little secret. Own nothing, manage everything.
Everything.
That's the secret. And so we teach you those little secrets that you need to do of all those. And then, of course, there are small little things that you need to do of having a proper email, your phone number, where it needs to be registered. So when people are looking at you, you come up to the top. And all of those things, those are foundational things that you need to have in place to be able to start it right. We want to make sure that you start it right and start it right good, and be able to talk to you and share with you all the things that you need to know. Because number one, we've done it, been here, done it. And we've developed, the network is about a team of women. Like I told you, you're meeting myself, the CEO, and Deborah, but we have coaches on staff. We have coaches. Not only will Esther be a part of that, we have so many women that will be networking, where if you're looking for a safe place that you say, okay, I can go to Pastor Esther over there, but Pastor Esther is going to be one of our coaches as part of the network. We're going to invite her program, so she'll be able to put it on there. So if you get her alone or get her part of the network, we're working together.
Yeah,
That's right.
Able to build each other up because we are better together. So Pastor Esther, we just wanted to touch a little bit. I wanted to let Deborah touch a little bit on the taxes.
And I just want to say one thing. I saw one of the questions in there.
Yeah.
It's not that simple. Someone was asking a question. I have no, it's more questions than just saying, hey, one answer. No, there's more questions to it.
Oh, what was the question, Deb?
I'll read it. I can read it, Deb. It says, I have a nonprofit and a sole proprietor and an LLC. Should I switch my LLC to sole proprietor or S or C corporation?
That is a loaded question, and I like them all. I have them all.
Yeah, we don't know. None of us have less than 10 businesses. We have
Right.
know that we all have sole prop LLC. Yeah, so the answer could be, it's not taking anything away. It might be adding in addition to.
Exactly.
Everyone knows that I live by the policy. I live by the scripture of Ecclesiastes said that we have to have sow scripture to 7. We have a sow a portion to 7-8. Because you don't know what evil is going to come on the land.
Yeah.
You don't know. And I'm telling you, every time we turn around, they're talking about the airlines and how they're canceling airlines because they weren't ready for America to come back in full throttle and just want to jump into travel.
Right.
And so they didn't hire. They're saying, well, what's going on? Why is the airline? Because they just don't have the manpower hired back to be able to handle the massiveness of the people that have come back. So you don't know what area you need to be in, because if that area is not a good area and you're only in that business and that dries up, what happens? Your income dries up.
That's
so you need to have some things going on, okay? I don't care if you're selling bubble gum on the side, okay, and shoelaces at the church at the back and water ice on the corner of your house. You better have some things going so that you can keep a consistent income. And listen, and I believe in the Tarzan method. I don't let go of one until I've got another.
That's right.
That's another thing we teach you, is how to support yourself and keep yourself going while you're going to the next thing.
Mm-hmm. I've got some comments, and someone said, I love bubblegum. Someone said, oh my God, I needed this. This is right on time. This is how God works, right? Women empowering women. Let's see what else. This is great information. What I love about all of this, and even the comments, is that you can see that everyone here, they're ready. They're ready to move. They're ready to create lasting change. And Cindy and Deborah, what I'd like for us to also add in here is that coming up, not only will we do another Facebook Live if Cindy and Deborah are available and willing to do it, but we're going to plan a live. So if you're really serious, now listen, I'm going to say only serious need apply. Right? Because we're about creating lasting change.
Amen.
And so, if you're really serious about doing something, then we're going to get together and we're going to talk and we're going to see how we could meet your needs. And it's just like all of those women, I think it was about 30 or so women that actually stood up on Saturday morning. You
And
got,
one man,
and one man, no, two, it was two men.
two. That's right.
It
That,
was, it was two men. And by
but
the
you
way,
got a few minutes on here too.
that's right. And although we're, we're talking, it sounds as if we're talking just only to women. No, we're talking to the men too. I like to say, should you choose to join in with some powerful women that know what they're doing,
Mhm.
right? Then come on in. There's some men. Listen, a good man, I was always taught a good man, a great man also listens to that woman, right? Didn't somebody else tell us that? Someone else, I
Cindy
think,
said
told
it.
us that on Friday night, right? And did you say that too, Cindy? I think we heard it
Yep,
twice
yep,
over,
yep, yep.
over the weekend. And so
Smart
I'm
men learn
excited
by
about
women.
what's that?
Smart, smart men learn by women. Just think of your
Exactly.
mama and your grandmama. Just think of all your
That's
aunties. They think of
right.
smart men learn by women.
Known by women, exactly. And so we're gonna be doing this. Why? Because we want to empower you, and it's just our time to where we no longer live in mediocrity, but we come up, we level up. But it's not going to take you just sitting and you just, for lack of a better word, I'm sorry, you waiting to hear from God. You remember that story, Cindy,
Mm,
Deborah, where the man is sitting there and he's waiting to be rescued, and God just kept sending him all kinds of things. And he finally said, "Well, what's going on, God? Why you not come?" He said, "I sent you this. I sent you a boat. I sent you this. I sent you this." And you just sat there.
mhm.
Here's the question: why are you still sitting there?
Why you still sitting there?
And
Yeah.
why is it sometimes when something, many times we make the mistake that if it doesn't come in the package that we think it should look like, oh, I don't know if that's God. I don't know if I should do it. No, time out for that. It's time to get serious about some stuff.
Right.
That's it.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you contact Pastor Esther. We promised about. I've received notice from about 40 something women that are
Yeah,
interested. I'm going to make sure that Pastor Esther connects with them because I promised you that we would help, and I don't like to say anything that we won't do. So Pastor Esther is going to gather that information. We're going to shoot some stuff over to her so she has, because we got tons of names and numbers, and we're going to shoot that over. We're going to put together probably a Zoom so that we can get together with Pastor Esther. I have some wonderful things going on. We're on the NASDAQ board in New York City. On the NASDAQ board will be
come
promoted
on,
this
y'all. Let's celebrate
On
her. Celebrate.
Friday.
Put it in the chat.
week.
Harder up, harder
Yes,
up. That's a big deal.
yes, that's a big deal. That's why Deborah is getting her hair all done because
I
her
know.
getting her
Get the
professional
makeup
photos
done.
done. Yes, we wanted to make sure that she looked great for our billboard that will be in New York City on the NASDAQ board. We're so excited for
Yes,
the whole
yes.
campaign that's rolling out behind that. And let me tell you, when the students is ready, the teachers will show up.
That's right.
Doors
That's
of
right.
opportunity have opened up. I'm telling you, I've just come out of a major season of my life. And I'm telling you, I just thought, okay, I'm going to have to rebuild and climb. When I tell you God has approved my success,
Yes,
the
he
doors
has.
that have opened, the
Amen.
doors that have opened that I have not opened, the opportunities that have come. I thought we were going to be on it. They moved us to this weekend, which is a better weekend. I had met a young man, Austin, on that was doing our mobile stuff. This man stayed up with me till 3 a.m. in the morning. I've never met him. It's a Caucasian brother. He stayed up with me like he was my son and worked that thing out with me. When the student is ready, teachers will show up to help you.
So
You
true.
are
So
not alone.
true.
When God is ready to move, he will bring people. It is your heart, your intention, your attitude, and your expectation that will take you to your next. Pastor Esther, thank you for having us on. Let's finish up this. I'm glad you just came on as a wrap up of the soiree because it was
Yes.
wonderful. Let me say this to you, Pastor Esther. You always put on beautiful event. The room was beautiful.
Beautiful.
The
Ah,
room was beautiful. The
yes, it
women,
was.
the food, the fruit, and the things we had. Even the vendors that you have as a part of your event is always first class. Thank you so much for always including us. And we look forward to just connecting with the women. What we promised that we would do, we'll do a detailed get on with them on that Zoom call and give them some details and give them the opportunity to connect with you, Pastor Esther, to be able to do what you do. And you know, we're here to support that. We love you guys, and we
Yes.
will see you soon. Mwah!
Well, I appreciate y'all coming on. So much information. I'm super excited because I just don't expect the women and even the men that are connected to be the same place this time next year. As a matter of fact, I really am saying and believing and knowing and I'm prophesying that by the end of the year, their lives will totally change, but the decision is up to them. Right.
Amen.
Yep.
The decision
Yep.
is up to them. So I'm
Amen.
excited. Real quick, some of our vendors, G's body oil collection was there. His body oil was wonderful. Stepping in Style Boutique. Listen, even Pastor Cindy went, I think she bought her out. I think, I
Well,
think
you know, we all have our thing. I
yes.
told people, everybody has their thing. My thing is shopping. I could shop. I could close the mall down.
Yeah, yeah,
That is
yeah.
not
You
me.
got some other. I know some other lady. Now I can shop too. I don't know about closing them all because after a while I get tired. But online, I could stay up all night. So online, I'm good, right? But we've got some others that can do it. But Steppin' in Style is in Dover, y'all. So check them out. They're on Facebook. They're online. Micah's Boutique out of Lee Summit, Kansas City, Missouri, came in and brought the house down as well and did a beautiful fashion show. The Vibe Catering, the food was awesome. And Divine Inspiration, who is my event coordinator, who always do an excellent job. And by the way, in that G's body oil collection, he'll make whatever you want. I'm going to put the information in the chats and on the different Facebook pages so you can get the information for all the vendors. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Pastor Cindy, Deborah, I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so
Thank
excited
you.
about partnering with you, joining in with you, because I know that we're going to see some great things together. So God bless you. Take
Thank
care.
you.
And I
Good
will see y'all on the next Facebook Live. Come on, everybody. Get everybody and say bye. Say
Bye
bye-bye.
bye. Mwah, mwah.
night,
Your love
everybody.
started up, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.